Hey, what's going on everyone? JSTCG here, coming at you with an adventure Spright deck profile. So, over the last couple of weeks on the channel, since Power of the Elements dropped, you've probably seen my Spright deck profiles. I did a live twin variant, and then kind of like a pure version with just like frogs and deep sea divas. But another popular version is the adventure version, and while it's probably the most expensive version, after playing it for like almost 2 weeks, I feel like this is probably the best variant. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about having the adventure package along with the sprites, but they actually work really well together, and I've been liking this deck a lot. So, Spright cards. 3 blue, of course, 3 jet, and then 1 red. I'm down to 1 red. You'll see why in a second. 1 carrot, and now I'm playing Spright Pixies. This is a card some people started playing recently, and I cut 1 red to add in the Pixies. This is like a little honest for your sprites, and it's really good. Then for the frogs, of course, we have 3 Swap Frog, the 1 Ronin Totem, and the 1 Dupe. I still like playing Dupe. I think that you should play it in Spright decks, but I know some people just run 2 or 3 swaps and the Ronin Totem. Then we have the adventure cards, of course, being 3 Water Enchantress and the 1 Griffin Rider. Also, shout out to Tapio Cards. I got this off of their website, this really cool metal adventurer token. They have quite a few awesome card accessories. Go check them out, honestly. They're so nice too. I mean, they're super friendly in their Discord and everything. No sponsorship or anything there. I just buy their stuff, and it's really nice quality. So shout out to Tapio Cards. You guys are awesome. But yeah, so we're playing the adventure monsters, of course. And now I'm opting to play hand traps in this deck, but I did cut the number of hand traps I was playing. So 3 Ash. I still feel like Ash is alright this format. I think it's worth playing, especially like this hurts a lot of rogue decks, you know. And it's still good against the other meta decks. Tears, it's alright against. It does come up. I understand if you want to cut hand traps pretty much altogether and just play board breakers or power spells, things like that, but I feel like in this deck, it's a little bit more control based than like a combo deck like Deer Laments or something like that. So, I mean, granted, this deck has its combos, but you can play hand traps or trap cards in here as well. And then I'm playing 3 DD Crow just because I feel like this hurts a lot of the top decks as well. So 6 monster hand traps, and then I am playing imperms in here, but we can get to those at the end. But I cut like the Gammas, I cut Nibirus and stuff, and Effect Veilers. Like, I had a bunch of hand traps in here at first, and you know, at the start of the format I thought that was the way to go, but not so much anymore. Alright, and then for the spell cards, of course we play 3 starter. Such a good card, a very basic card, but it's one of the best starters for the Spright deck. Go figure. And then 1 smashers, and then we have the adventure stuff. So 3 right, the 1 fateful, and the Draco back. There's really not a whole lot to say about any of these cards. It's the adventure package. They're all insane. Draco back puts in a lot of work bouncing back things. And then after that, 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More. And lastly, 1 Called by the Grave. Like I said, the only trap card that I have is another hand trap, basically, Infinite Impermanence. I still really like Imperm. You can cut this if you want. I know some people, like I said, they've cut out all or almost all of their hand traps, and they play stuff like Forbidden Droplets. So it's kind of up to you how you want to build the deck. I still like having a few hand traps. I might try to make room for droplets. That could be a thing. Maybe 2 copies. That could bring it up to a 42 card deck, which I still think is okay. But I really like having this even 40 card list, and it's been working out pretty well. I definitely do think this is the best version of Spright to play. Alright, now for the extra deck, starting off with the Link Monsters, I play 2 copies of Spright Elf. I did play 3 in here up until like 2 days ago, and I'm testing out a new monster in the extra deck, which we'll get to. So this could easily be 3. Sometimes I kind of like having 3, but for testing purposes, I have something new in here, and I think it's pretty good. So, and most of the time you really only need 2. So 2 Spright Elf, and then we have Almirage, 1 Dark Charmer, then we have, of course, IP, Nightmare Unicorn, and Access Code. Not a whole lot to say about any of these. IP and Elf work so well together, and then you just climb up into your Unicorn and Access Code. There's definitely nice synergy with the Link 2s. And then for the Exceeds, we have 2 gigantic. Of course, the one totally awesome, 1 Cat Shark. I still really like Cat Shark. Some builds don't play it at all, but I think it's so good. And then the 1 Centuria, and then this is the newest edition. I cut 1 elf for this guy, which is the Soul Sweeper, common rank 2. So you can detach a material from this card and then target 1 monster your opponent controls and banish it until your opponent's end phase. So this is kind of fun against tiers. It's good against Garua because they don't get the draw off of it. It has to go to the graveyard. But if there's some problematic monster your opponent has out, or your monsters might not be able to get over it, you can get this guy out and then just banish it for a turn and deal with it then, or maybe win the game by then. It just kind of depends. But yeah, this card's actually been kind of fun. I'm testing it out. I haven't gone into it a whole lot, but like I said, I just added it into the deck like a couple days ago and then got a few games in, and it's kind of fun so far. So we'll do some more testing and see, but you can cut this if you want. But I just thought it was a really cool level 2 that I saw in a few deck profiles, and then I actually found a few copies in some common bulk, so there we go. And then lastly, of course, we have the Downard and the Zeus. So there you have it. That is my Adventure Spright deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh! News, deck profiles, and openings, and I also plan on live streaming on YouTube soon, so stay tuned for that. I'd love to be able to stream some games and do test hands and show some cards of my collection and do some openings as well. I got a case of the Megatons coming in a few weeks. I thought it'd be really cool to live stream that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I got a bunch of ideas for the channel that I want to do, and hopefully they all work out. But that's it for now. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much again for checking out today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out and have a good one.